making our way down to the river here, cruising along this beautiful trail. Sun is coming up, fog rolling off the river, absolutely gorgeous. Gonna get after it today. All right, made it through the tough part. We got a bit of a hike in front of us, a couple miles. We're gonna knock it out. We've walked for about an hour or so. We're almost to the hole. And we're gonna get after it. We've seen, what, 2 or 3 risers that, like, in passing, we're not even looking for them. And we glance over and boom, comes up and pops a fly. Kind of doing a little partnership with Lid Rig. If you don't know what Lid Rig is, this is where they started. Basically a hat clip, magnetic nippers. Go support Lid Rig, and we're about to get after it, John. All right, we'll see you on the water. Oh man, does it feel good to be back here on a river. I have not been fly fishing in a while. Just so serene and peaceful. I have so much fun on the river. I know you guys have been missing fly fishing content. So here I am, back on the river. We are in mid-July, so we've got a lot of top water. It is foam season officially, and we are looking for aggressive trout eating big bugs. Might use some streamers today. Got a plethora of things that we're gonna try, but what I like to do, especially when it's a new river, but sometimes I'll do it just on rivers that I'm aware of, is I just sit for like 5 minutes right on the bank and I just watch. What's coming up? What's floating by? What's hatching? Do I see any fish flash? What am I seeing? And that gives me a real good indicator of what's happening in the water. The other thing that I'll do is I will take little entomology tubes and I will scene net some bugs. And then I'll figure out what bugs are in the ecosystem so that I can match those bugs on a dropper pattern. So right now I'm gonna just sit and watch. And then after that's done, I will kick around some bugs and show you what we find. And then we'll kind of dial in what the plan is for the day.
Look at that. Stonefly?
Big old stone. So what I've done is just captured some of those bugs and I put them in this tube. You can take samples all up and down the river. You may find up at the front that you're catching more mayflies because there's more sun. You may find on this backside that you're catching more pupa. It just depends on where you're at on the river. So I usually take a sample of almost every spot that I'm at, but as you can tell from this vial, we have got some little green caddis pupa, and I apologize, I don't know the name of all of these bugs, but looks like there's maybe a smaller to medium-sized stonefly in here, and then we have some mayfly emergers, essentially. What I'm gonna do is just take a look in my box and match up what I've got that looks fairly similar. So this bug right here, this green bug, if we're trying to match that, I'll go into my midges box and then I'm just gonna look for something that's about the same size and shape. And you can notice right here, I've got a couple patterns. That's about the right length right there. And that is going to be a pretty dang close match to that bug. So I've got one dropper fly figured out that 100% is going to catch fish on this river because that's what they're already eating. And then if you look, I've got a bigger stonefly, but down in the very bottom, I've got a pattern like this Baetis right here. And that Baetis is a very good match, size and color, for that bug. So those are two droppers we could absolutely use in this river right now to catch fish underneath your dry fly.
Better. On the hopper again. Oh. Oh yeah.
Nice job, John.
Oh yeah. He choked it. Have your forceps with you? Oh wait, I have mine.
Look, I buried it.
Yeah, dude, I hope it's on camera.
Right there. Bingo. Tilt them a little to me. We've been out here on the river for a few hours now, and we are getting a huge trico spinner fall. I was using a hopper, and now I'm switching it up. I'm going to straight trico. The pattern that I tied on is technically a blue wing olive, but I tied it on because the size and the color in the water should look very, very similar to these tricos. Right about here. Here's my bug. There he is. Did not take long. Trico. All right, so this fish right here had eaten 4 or 5 tricos. I pulled out a fly. It's actually a blue wing olive pattern that looked very similar in size and shape and color. And he hit it on the first drop on his face. Blue wing olive, brown trout. We're gonna put him back. With that blue wing olive pattern, looks exactly like these tricos. And there's your brown trout right there. Absolute beauty. Off he goes. Oh, dude, you would not believe. I've never done that. The top one's a brown, the bottom one is a rainbow. This is my first double on flies ever.
Triple, you have to count mine.
Yeah, triple with John's. No. There's that rainbow. Took that pheasant tail nice. See you later, buddy.
had to miss him on the first one, huh?
Got him. Big fish. Big fish. Pinky.
Alrighty, we have just done an entire day of fishing on the river. What do you think, John? We tapped out?
Carried a lot of camera gear.
A lot of camera gear. We're a little tapped out. I don't know, we've been out here for 8 hours, 10 hours? Probably 10 hours now. So we're headed back to the car. Caught a lot of fish today. John caught most of them. The Chubby Chernobyl was producing big time. The ones I had tied up were just a little too big. I think they'd work fine for the South Platte, but for here, they're massive. So John let me borrow one of his. I caught one on top. Caught a couple on the blue wing olive that kind of mimics an RS2 or trico. And then, you know, just a couple down deep. Ended up being a pretty good day. So nevertheless, we're going to end this episode of Catching Colorado. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one.
Thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in more relatable content, you can check out these videos right here. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you can stay updated on our next adventures.